back. New episode.
Yeah. I'm Mickey.
Oh, I'm Kash.
And I'm Landon.
But
you gotta get used to this, guys. This is the catch-up episode.
Yep, this is our episode that we do like sort of like a catch-up.
I mean, I feel like these are gonna be more frequent than not.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we try to keep these at least nearly about a month apart from each other.
Space it out a bit.
I mean, the last time we did a catch-up episode was like about more than a month.
Well, we recorded more than a month ago,
but
it just came out.
Yeah, right.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We just released it, yeah.
That's
kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, you guys get to see what we talk about, a few more current stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
What have you guys been up to?
Okay, well, I said it already. Okay, guys.
Oh my God.
This is a quick agreement, okay? But like we just recorded our Attack on Titans episode, and so I guess we're still a little rowdy about it, yeah. But we all watched it because this is the month that it came out.
Yeah.
And it's the ending, and yeah, it's just crazy, guys. Just like, again, let us know what happened.
But yeah,
so what's up,
I mean,
guys?
other than that, I don't know, man.
I was like, B.I. just released his new album.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't
how did you like it?
I think it was a miss.
Yeah,
really?
I sleep on this album. His last album was also a miss for me.
The thing was his last album was also a miss for me too.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, the next album will be good. The next album will be good. And then I listened to it and I was like, I'm sorry, B.I.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Man.
I've like
okay, it sounds a little more different. It's just different.
It's different.
But and I'm okay with it because he's exploring. I mean, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
He is exploring.
I think I like 2 of the songs, but I don't like love it. I just like it because I'm like, okay, it sounds good. It sounds like it's nice. I'm like, I like B.I.'s voice, so I'm like, I like.
I haven't listened to the full album. I've only heard like the title, and I wasn't a big fan of the title. So
the title's.
He's been like very active though, like collabing with like other artists per se.
Oh yeah,
like he did something with CK recently. Who's that guy? James Reed, the guy who did
James
Reed.
Oh yes.
He has like he also featured in one of his songs too. Right.
Yes.
And then like recently, I was like, you guys, what's it called, dynamic duo Smoke.
Oh
that
yes,
was, like, very popular. Because it was on Street
I mean
Fighter.
because see from Street Fighter, because they usually have like good songs. This year I didn't like most of them. I was like, damn, I like Smoke, I like Chili, and like I think one other one, but I didn't really like because usually they're all bangers.
And then they did a remix of it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I didn't listen to it.
Oh, you haven't listened
to it?
No,
I haven't listened to it. I've seen it pop up. I haven't listened. to it.
Literally, I bump onto it and I'm listening and I'm like, fucking Zico. I was like, Zico on this shit. Right after Zico following B.I. Like, what the fuck? I was like, this shit's fire. And then, of course,
fire.
And then they have Jay Park, and I think his entire verse is a fucking miss. I think Jay Park he's either good or he's whack.
He's either good or he's whack.
He's really whack.
Oh my gosh, the whole meme was Jay Park. I'm sorry. What meme? the fat ass. Yeah, y'all never seen it?
Fat ass meme?
Well, yeah, with Jay Park singing.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. I think I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, you got a fat ass. I like your fat ass in your pants or something like that. I'm like, he's over here trying to say so emotionally, and then whoever it is like they're playing, and I'm like, y'all don't know what he's saying, right? I'm like over here like, bro, Jay Park, what's wrong with you?
No, I do know what you're talking about. I do like it.
Then Changmo was also on that one, on that song too. Changmo.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh, and then originally had Youngji on it, but Jesse was in the remix.
Yes.
Okay.
I love Youngji though. Like
Youngji is great.
Youngji holds such a
no matter what she does, always 100%.
I love her so much.
She's so stupid, and it's like, but I love her. Like her variety show is amazing.
I know,
always,
I'm like,
she's a gem.
It's like a mood, right? All
she
of the
is.
Like I'm over
and she's
here,
so confident. She doesn't care. She
her reactions to like all the guests, I'm just over here like, though. And I'm over here like, yes, I would act the same way. Like she's over here like, I'm nervous, and like she's like over here shaking her head. I'm like, I get it. And like, cause the episode, I've been on a 17 trip, so the episode where Josh and DK goes on, right? Like they have a scene where like Josh is like covering her eyes for like a game or whatever, and she had to step back. She's like, no, you gotta step back. She's like, you can't do that. You can't do that to me, cause then I'm thinking about grandchildren. And I lost. I was like, yes, Young G.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like it's fan service for everybody else.
And so he's over here like, oh, okay, I will do it. And I was just like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, I love her so much.
What's it called? Skids also released their album.
Oh yeah, how y'all feel about it?
I didn't listen to it.
I think it's the biggest miss they had.
Okay,
as well.
But
so I agree.
Their previous album was such a miss for me too, though.
What was their previous?
S-Class, right? The S-Class
one?
No,
not S-Class. The one before that. The Heart one.
Oh, real. What's it called again?
The love song.
Yeah, love something. Whatever it was.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But okay,
I enjoyed the title of the song. I enjoyed some of the songs in the album. I don't think
the recent one was it Rockstar?
Rockstar, yeah. The newest one.
I haven't heard it.
See, so the thing is that I was at work and my phone just starts blowing
Case 143.
Case
143.
I
Yeah,
hated the album. The album was actually trash. Like I did not like any song.
I don't like their recent songs at all.
Their recent
no, they're so
from 5-star. I think there was a few songs.
But that's what I'm saying. My point is they're not evolving.
Like Top Line,
they're not at all.
Oh yeah,
freaking good.
Okay, well, yeah, but like obviously, what was it? La 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 was it? I hear it and I'm like, it sounds like S-Class.
Like no, it's not even S-Class. It's just like it's just bad.
S-Class or Case 140. It's no, like I hear beat for beat, and I'm like, whoa, it's literally the same. Like if you put them together, play at the same time, like it's the same.
I mean, I think it's formulaic, like all K-pop.
Yeah.
Well, but
when
they
make
it
it's
too obvious,
I feel like I feel like whatever they did, because like there's no
complexity anymore.
Yeah.
Every single song that they've released, I feel like has a level of yes, I'm into this, I'm into you guys doing this.
Yeah.
But then for this title song, I was like, I don't like anything that's being done here.
Yeah.
Like everything that's being done here is just not to a level that's like, that's like enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
And even their opener, I was like, I'm not. It's called Megaverse. I'm not into it.
Like I said, my friends were blowing up the phone because in a group chat, I literally because I opened it was like 200 messages. I'm like, what the hell? So I looked at it, I was reading through it, and okay, so it's talking about Stray Kids.
Yeah.
And I turned on my phone and I put it down, and it starts blowing up again. And for like maybe 30 seconds, I put it.
Chat, man.
I literally
mute it.
Opened my phone again. It was like 100 messages. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? So I'm like, okay, I gotta listen to it because I'm like, what is it? Because they're complaining to me because I work at. Well, I can't say it, but I work somewhere, and they sell K-pop albums. Yeah, and they were talking about it, and they're like, yo, Mickey, go see if it's there, the album. Rockstar album. And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll look when I get there and whatnot. I didn't, but because I forgot about it. But they're like love songs or try to be like cute and whatnot. They always miss. Yeah, sorry.
No,
it's always a miss because they're not good at it.
For me, Stray Kids,
they're too cringy with it.
I'm like, for me, Stray Kids is. Like, what defines Stray Kids for me is not having love songs. Like, for the longest, they had songs where it was a kind of hinting, but it was not, like, a full-blown love song, and I loved them for it, because they were the only group who doesn't do that shit, right? Because every group will have a love song, but they did it up to a certain point, right? And then they decided to, why don't we do that? And I'm like, you can't, though. I'm like, you run out for it. So I'm like, this is not your genre.
Yeah, at all.
Like, not it, man.
Just don't. Well, because, like, if you really look to the lyrics, I'm like, it's kind of not it. It's kind of not.
No, I don't
at all. Like even like okay, because what was that the album where they released like some of their solos? What was that album?
I don't know.
So everybody was obsessed with Felix's solo song, and because it was like supposedly very like emotional and whatnot. And I read the lyrics, as I was listening to it, and I'm like, no, like I don't. It's just a no. I'm like, you're just trying to be like you're trying so hard to like. Seem like a sad boy, and it's not it.
He is a sad boy though. He's so emotional. Like he is like
but it's such like it's
he
such like okay, but like
don't shit on his emotions.
No, the like the whole song like in the lyrics and everything. It made me feel like I was back in like in high school in like freshman year when I was like that angsty edgy like kid who like was like, oh, it's me against the world and like everybody hates me and like, oh my god, like I'm depressed, like that's what it gave me. And I'm like,
maybe he's
like,
trying to give that's their like demographic.
Yeah, maybe that's they're trying to
okay, I guess, but like I'm like, no, bro,
because we're older now, right? So when they do cringy ass songs, we don't.
I guess
it's so cringy for us.
Yeah, I guess, but I was just like, this is weird, bro.
Yeah.
But like no, everybody loved it, and I'm like, I don't like it. Like I don't like any of their depression love songs. Like I don't need that.
It's pretty.
It's not
pretty
it.
rough.
Like and even like what they're good at, which is EDM heavy music. Even then, this album's not it.
Megaverse's drop was disgusting.
Megaverse was not it.
I'm
like my friend was obsessed with it, but I'm like,
lie.
no.
Okay, Megaverse starting up was okay because it starts with Felix, I think, right? And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, oh god, I can't.
You coming for the Felix biases?
No, Felix is my bias right now. I love Felix to death.
Yeah,
but
Felix is bias.
But I was just like, I'm not enjoying this this beginning opening verse, and then Vinny comes in and I'm like, okay, I can fuck with this, and starts giving off like Psytrance vibes, right? And I was like, okay, I hope the drop is just everything I want and everything that's good. But then drop happens and I'm like, this is actually just disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't like this drop at all.
It wasn't okay. See, so I realized, and I'm not trying to single him out, but like I really just don't. It just throws everything off. I think every time that Hyunjin comes in, it just throws it off.
I was scared you to come from Chris, and I was like,
no. Chris is good. Chris, Three Rasha is great, but like, no, every time Hyunjin comes in, it throws the whole song off all the time. No, for me, every time I'm like, dang, okay, he's kind of hype, it's kind of great, whatever. And then he starts singing, and I'm like,
Hyunjin blends in pretty well.
Really, I hate it.
A lot of really good rap parts too.
Yeah, I hate Hyunjin's parts, like when he's singing. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm like, I just don't. I don't know if it works, man. Wow. But I'm like, I get it. There's vocals and there's rappers, and I get the whole system, the whole unit.
Okay, but did you guys listen to 17's?
I didn't.
Like album.
I didn't.
listened to.
You don't have to listen to crazy.
I actually, my friend bought me the album for my birthday.
Yeah.
And I should show you my pools.
Cash just like
no. Do you know that if you put up your phone camera to the top of the album, it's holographic?
Oh really?
It's so fucking cool.
I should try it
because it's like the whole theme is festival, right?
Maybe after this episode.
I've been living and breathing in 17. So freaking.
I haven't listened, which is surprising. I don't know why I didn't listen to it.
God of Music is so freaking cute, right? I'm just over here because they've been putting out heavy hitters, and so they're like, let's do a bright song.
Yeah, let's do something that's like light.
It's so funny because like for this one, literally when they dropped the track list, I saw God of Music, and I'm like, what's happening?
What is this?
What is happening? Because the last two was Sonongong and FML, and we were all like, what is this?
Right.
But it turned out fine. And then now it's like God of Music, and we're like, where are you trying to go with this? And then it's just like they're just over here like, man, God of Music, thank you. And I'll be like, oh my god, it's so freaking cute. And literally, I've just been in it. But yeah, their mini album, like I said. When I first started listening to 17, I only cared about Vocal Team. And it is true because all of Vocal Team's songs always slap. Like for me, the like hip-hop unit and performance team, their songs are always whack. They're
always borderline whack.
Yeah, always whack because they don't have like... Because
they don't have a vocal guy.
No. They don't have... No, they're all vocal,
Okay,
bro.
well, okay, but they don't have that aspect to it.
No, they don't have... No, because they're trying to do something that's their performance, right?
Yeah,
like their unit, right? And so they're always trying to do something different, but vocal units always just like a nice song. Yeah. And literally my favorite from this album, other than the title, is vocal units. I'm like, it's always like this, man. Because from FML, my favorite song was Dust. Like I love Dust to death. This album, I mean, other than the unit songs, because I mean, Monster is a hip hop team song, right?
Oh yeah.
Very Halloween theme-esque. It's good, but like it's probably my least favorite. and then back to back is a performance team, and it's fine. Yawn is vocal teams, and it's just a nice little ballad, and it's so freaking cute. My favorite song, like excluding non-title, is Headliner, which is a song for Carrots, and it is saying how Carrots are the headliners for them whenever they go to concerts. When they perform, they're like, they come to see us, but we come to see them,
Yeah.
And I'm over here like...
And I saw them.
And no, literally. But anyway, so... I mean, they're coming to New York. They're coming to New York, and I'm over here like, so tempted, but I'm like, I really shouldn't. So this album, pretty good. I'm over here like, yes, I mean, but they never miss. They literally never miss.
Yeah, I don't know, like, their most recent music, I haven't been really into it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's because Woozy's doing more sampling, right? Which is like interesting because because he talks about it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's a bad thing. Because
he's like,
less stress. I get it. They do everything from scratch, which I love it, and I respect 17 so much for it. And they kind of like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm glad. Because he's like, yeah, it's less stress. Like, it's just so much better.
Because he thought, he was like, I used to think it wasn't, like, creative.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, no. And he's like, and I found out recently, not really, because all music is cyclical. And I'm like,
yeah. Okay, I'm like, yeah, it's true, Uzi. But I'm like, but that's why I don't like your music right now. Because you're sampling too much. Or I don't know how much he uses sampling-wise. But I'm like, please just go back.
I mean, I still
at least like make like every other album you can use sampling, but go back to
God of Music. I actually love the instrumental. Whenever I listen to the album, I listen to just the instrumental. Sometimes I'm just like, bro, like this is like it's such a bright, cute song that I don't need lyrics to go with it. But I'm like, 17 pretty good. Did you guys because Worlds was happening?
Oh,
right?
World, yeah,
and.
I didn't follow it.
So the song Paranoia came out, right?
Oh yeah, Heartsteel Paranoia.
So fucking good. I was like, holy shit.
I'm surprised.
I'm into it. No, like, cause like our younger brother, he showed me first. Like we watched the video together, and because Baekhyun, did.
Baekhyun was in there.
And so we were watching it, and animation is always so damn good. You know, animation is always bomb. I'm always blown away, and I'm like listening to a song. I'm like, oh hell yes, I can get behind this. You know, because New Jeans' song was meh.
New song, it was good, but like I wish it was more.
Yeah, like it was meh to me. Yeah. And then Paranoia, I was like, let's bring him in. So I've been playing that on TV.
I don't know if it's like for real or whatever, because I only saw a little bit of it, but there was a trailer for a new season of Arcane, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Well, it's not really a trailer. It's more like a teaser.
Yeah. I saw something, but then I was like scroll through it because I'm like, I don't know what happened because I haven't watched it, so I'm like just keep going.
Dude.
Wait, you didn't finish?
No, I told you Jinx, man.
Okay, but get over Jinx and literally
get over Jinx. Get over Jinx.
Actually, don't get over Jinx because the next season it's gonna be someone else. We only have Jinx.
Yeah, for real.
What do you mean?
But
what do you mean?
It's so good. It's so good.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, no. It's what's it called. Yeah, I saw the teaser for that as well.
Yeah.
And I was totally into it. Because I'd say it's about like a year now. Because it's like from here the deadline is next year. Yeah. So we have literally pretty much like about a year until next season comes out. Which I think, like I said, is totally worth it. I feel like it's gonna be great.
Yes. Yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll watch it at some point. So recently, at least for me, I started. I picked up Peaky Blinders again.
Oh yeah.
Because the whatever episode it is that we recorded, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and like watch it again because they keep being thrown in my face. All the Instagram reels, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll watch it. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's good. I'm only in season 2, but I'm like, but I'm like, holy crap, it's already good. I was like, holy crap, but you know,
like I said, the more you go on, it's literally just like Tommy Shelby himself as a character. You know, it's just like
he says Tommy now.
Thomas.
Literally,
Shelby, like Tommy's just like he's so good. Like obviously, like he's not a good character. He's also just a scumbag.
Yeah,
but like I said, but it's the things he has to do to get his family
get there.
To get the people around him.
It's sacrifice, and he's like, I'm willing to be the bad guy.
Yeah, he's willing to be the bad guy. And of course, like I said, he is a bad guy. Tommy is not a good person at all.
He's part of Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, but that but the world is so shit that like we need Tommy. We need like his family needs him.
Yeah.
You know? So like I said,
it's crazy.
Rise of the Journey, it's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, it ends on a cliffhanger, so to see how it continues on.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think what else.
Oh, you don't watch the Loki TV show, right?
I haven't watched it yet. Because I don't have Disney Plus anymore.
Well,
I might get it.
Season 2 just
log in his.
Oh, maybe.
I was like, season 2 just dropped. Just the finale dropped.
Finale.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's been going on. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
and it is.
I've been seeing like clips.
Okay, so
from it,
you can't spoil anything.
It sucks. Yeah, like okay. Let me just say, it's like Loki's season 2 finale is just like season 1 was great.
Yeah,
I think it sets up the next phase in such a beautiful way. And where we are now, I'm just like, yeah, he's our Loki. He's our Loki. Like, I don't care about our actual Loki anymore. This is our Loki. And the journey he goes through to that hits this finale, it's just like, it's so good. And the things that he's gone through to get to this point. And all I gotta say is, I mean everyone who's seen this episode will know, and it's like, he is finally burdened with glorious purpose.
Oh my god!
I am burdened with glorious purpose.
No, he's finally.
I love it.
He's finally in a position
Loki.
where he is.
I need to watch.
I love Loki.
And what's it called, like, just to talk a bit more, at least for people who've seen it, at least it's like if Thor or any of the people that he has seen, like anybody prior to being kidnapped by the TV season at this point in time.
It'll so little or something? Like they mean nothing?
No, not that. It's gonna be like, I know it's one of those things where like Loki's gonna look back and just be like, yeah, guys, like for example, if Thor reunites with this Loki, it's just gonna be like, yeah, like, dang brother, it's like, it's been a long time, and because he's been through his own fucking journey.
Yeah.
And it's, for me, like I said, like, if this does happen in cinemas, like, I will break down as well. Just to see Loki getting to see somebody again. And it's like, oh, God. From the OGs.
Because of old life.
Yeah, because of how he is now.
Did you guys also see the trailer for Iron Man 4?
Iron Man 4?
I don't know if it's, like, legit or not, but apparently there was an Iron Man 4 teaser.
Oh,
and I was like, what? And there was, because I was like, wait, is this for real? So then I looked it up. I was like Googling it, and they were like, oh yeah, it's a teaser that RDJ is coming back for season 4. He's like a hologram or something like that.
Oh my god!
I think that's how it happens in the comics. But
yeah, I think because I think they're trying to make his daughter like the person who inherits Iron Man, I guess, or Iron Girl, whatever. I don't know what like they would be. Yeah, I don't know what like the character is called in the comics.
Yeah.
If there is one, or at least for her character or whatnot. So, because obviously, like like there was the Avengers, and then what is it, the Marvels now or whatever.
Oh my god! That movie's coming out soon. I'm not gonna enjoy it.
I think it already came in.
Oh no, it came out like a few days ago. Actually.
Yeah. See,
I'm not. They were because I'm seeing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, there was a trailer that was released where it showed RDJ and Chris Evans.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it was just like of previous shots of like the other movies.
Yeah.
And we're like, dang, you guys really have to use them to like try to promote the Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane.
That's
I'm like, that is
literally
really sad.
I'm so super I'm so marveled out. Like I'm like I can't like I don't want to keep up with
the movies have been
so
the worst.
They've been the worst. This phase has been the worst. Hot trash.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only good thing to come out is the Loki show. And
yeah,
I'm not gonna the Loki like project, like season 1 and season 2 is probably one of my favorite things in all of Marvel. Yeah, literally on top of like with Guardians, Loki's up there.
Yeah.
Like She-Hulk garbage.
She-Hulk like I said is it is a dumpster fire.
No, it was not good.
I enjoyed it, but it is a dumpster fire.
Well, I mean, Captain Marvel 1 and 2 is not that good. Doctor Strange's movie wasn't good.
That was like the lowest.
It was pretty bad. What else came out during this time?
No Way Home, right? Spider-Man.
No Way Home came out around this time. Oh, No Way Home opened up this phase.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wakanda Forever came out as well.
Oh, Wakanda Forever.
I like it.
It was
fine.
Wakanda Forever was. I don't know if we talked about it, but I still don't like it.
It was fine.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like they didn't. To me personally, they didn't do Chadwick good enough. Like a tribute to him.
I mean, there's only so much you can do,
Yeah, I know. No, I get that, but it's just like
I personally think
like they did it very lightly. To me, they did it very lightly because there's a whole arc of her becoming the Black Panther, which is okay because I understand she wasn't meant to be the Black Panther because obviously it was for Chadwick to be the Black Panther to continue, and this wasn't how the story was supposed to go. And I completely get that. I get it how they had to change the whole arc of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To me, they didn't really give too much of a tribute to Chadwick. That's the thing, though.
In what way? I feel like
the problem is like they can have a tribute, but they can't make the film about him.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like they have to.
I feel like they tributed enough for Chadwick in that film.
I don't.
Because like literally like the first half, and I mean like even like throughout, because
I know her the struggle and whatnot, and like I get the only thing that I loved out of the movie, was his mother.
Yeah,
like his mother. Oh my god! Like when she went her monologue. Yeah, when she was like, I gave everything, and she's like, I lost my son. I lost my husband. I lost everything. I was like, oh. I mean,
Shuri's monologue with M'Baku was also really good. I enjoyed that scene.
He is such a funny character. Like he's
okay.
No, funny.
Okay, but I don't like it too. I don't like the ending. The ending, the fight scene. I was like, that shit was rough, bro. No, I'm like, what was that sequence?
Really bad.
That was terrible.
Really bad.
Because I was thinking that. See, like how I was thinking about it was that she was either gonna find a way to like pull him into like the what is it, that world where they go to, all the Black Panthers go.
Oh, like
to where it'll be. I was like, okay, cool. Like maybe I'm like the tribute would be that they would have T'Challa kill him.
Why?
Kill him.
Why?
No.
What do you mean? No. Like
this is not his story anymore.
Okay, well, no, but like to like aid her in some way.
No, the point is she has to do it herself.
Well,
that's the whole point. She has to come into the Black Panther. Mickey, you're not getting it.
No, it wasn't good.
No,
I'm like, okay, how she kills him. What was?
Yeah, no,
that
was pretty bad. But
here you go, and it's like, what is this? I'm like, what? Well, she didn't kill him. She won the fight.
Yeah,
she didn't kill him. But like, I don't know. It was just.
She burned pretty bad.
Dried him up.
It wasn't. Yeah, dried him up. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all he did. Because all he does is he's gonna get released back into the water, and then he can just do it again.
Well, no.
And now he knows that he shouldn't be out of the water. That's it. I'm like, come on, guys. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. The whole movie to me just wasn't satisfying. It wasn't good to me.
It was fine.
I mean, like I said, that's valid. It does leave a lot to desire. Yeah. But like I was happy with what it was.
Yeah, it was fine.
What was the other movies that came out for the MCU?
God, during this time,
like I don't know. It just wasn't good at all.
Everything everything.
What was it? The one with the kids. What was that one? Like it was like a whole team, a unit. Not a unit. Or
the Eternals came out,
right?
Eternals.
That's not kids though.
They're not kids.
That's just a band of
I thought it was kids.
Band of aliens. Yeah, Eternals was
so rough. Also,
okay. I enjoyed Eternals, but I know it's a bad movie.
It was pretty bad. I know it's a bad movie. I didn't like it.
It's like down there with like the lowest rated like.
So Marvel bad.
Films. I was like, the Marvels just came out and it's also rated down there as well.
Damn.
So I was like, yeah, I expected though, because not gonna lie,
Ant-Man, so bad.
No, Quantumania is down there as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so.
I think Quantumania is the lowest rated.
I was so disappointed because one I didn't like Kathy Newton's acting.
I agree.
Hot. Mm-hmm. And then he was talking about like how like it makes you hungry when you're big, and it's like no, but you're actually still tiny. Like I don't understand it. Because he was talking about how like you get hungry, right? Yeah. Whatever it was like like a dad joke or whatever, and it's like no you're in the quantum realm, yeah. so you're even smaller than like you as a human in the human world. You're way smaller. You're not. There's not. It doesn't work like that. I'm like what? And then him just repeating like "Where's my daughter?" and the whole time I'm like that's all you're gonna say. The whole sequence of him like trying to find him. I'm like that's it. And then the whole oh my god when King. Was the whole thing when he was shooting? I'm like, where are you shooting at? Where are you shooting at, bro? He's like skipping and shooting.
The memes.
It was bad. I was like, because he's shooting left and somebody from the right is getting killed. I'm like, that's weird. That's interesting. I'm like, Marvel, what are y'all doing? I mean, you could have, you spent so much money. So much money. And you couldn't even shoot it in the direction of whoever got shot. I'm like, what's happening?
And we have good old Darian.
And then, who's Darian?
The MODOK.
Oh my god.
It's like I said, okay. To take the movie not so seriously, I love Darian.
I mean I love that guy, bro. He had a whole redemption arc. Yeah, it was I don't know. It was whatever. They just made him so ugly. It was when it came literally because I went and watched with my friends, and when Murdoch showed up, we're like, there's no way. They spent millions of dollars and they couldn't even make him look decent. Yeah. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. They just put a screen on his face and they just enlarged it. And they stretched the crap out of it. It's like when you're getting into like photoshopping and you're stretching it out and then you're trying to like combine it with another image. And I'm like, it just looks so rough.
Yeah, and instead of dragging at like the corner, you just drag on the side.
Yeah, I know. And it just stretches the crap out of it. It's so bad. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, oh my, I forgot about that movie, but it was really bad.
MCU not it.
Not it right now.
I mean, but Loki, maybe I'll watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I have been so marveled out.
It's so worth it. Yeah. I was like, because I obviously I don't want to go back. Yeah, watch Loki season 2. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Watch it.
God, what else came out? What else did you guys do?
What else? Oh, well, I mean. So I was saying that I was getting into classical music, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, the one song that I'm just listening to like on repeat, which is, but I'm like I figured it out. I'm like wow, because I'm a sports fan, right?
Mickey's over here
He's
like
listening to the NFL theme.
No.
That theme is good.
Mickey's over here talking about like, man, you know, classical's so good, like for Elise. Are you kidding me?
No. Well, yeah. Classical music and I guess just instrumentals and stuff like that. Just like piano music or violin music. It's just all great, right? Like when it came to like, because I grew up as a football fan. I'm a big football fan. Yeah. And a lot of like the good football players, they're like, yeah, like you would think we listen to like rock music or rap music, whatever. But they're like, a lot of the times we just listen to classical music before games. Because they're like, because it calms me. And I'm like, oh, okay, so like,
so you went, wow,
no, like I didn't do it for that purpose.
Did you know how like the football players say their names and stuff like that, and so like, it's just the football players talking about like they come up and they talk about like like what song they have in their AirPod right now, and it's like Bach, Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven.
No, not like that, but it's like what is it? Well, I guess maybe it's just I listen to more like piano songs because to me they're more they're a lot more, I don't know, entertaining.
They're emotional.
Yeah. Well, no, but literally, okay. Yeah.
Music
So,
is a journey.
but what is it? No, because I listen to it, I'm like, it does bring me to like a space of like peace.
Yeah.
And like.
Music in general, bro.
Well, no, but like this one is like I don't have to listen to any lyrics. It's just straight music.
But even,
and before I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Before I didn't like that at all. Because I'm like, I need lyrics, man. What is this whack crap? I'm like, just music, okay. But it's an old song. Obviously, everybody knows it. But it's sorry.
I listen to classical music.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, it's number 4? No. Okay, no, it's not like anything like famous like Mozart or whatever like that. But obviously because we're more into like the like obviously the Asian side of it, Asian music, where River Flows in You.
Oh,
it's iconic, whatever. It's so good. That's been like the song.
So you've been playing that.
But it's like I like obviously. Just hearing it, I heard it again for the first time in like a long ass time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this song. It's really good. Yeah. And I listened to it again. Obviously, like during this time of my life, I'm telling you, I'm going through like a existential crisis over here with like having to mature and all this crap, and like just where I'm at in my life. And I'm like listening to it, and I'm just like, yeah, like there's so much chaos right now in my life. Or at least I feel like there's so much pressure and so much things I have to do, and like I'm always in a rush. I'm always trying to do this and do that. And every time I listen to it, it just brings me to like a good calm. Like I showed it to my girlfriend because I'm like, yeah, I've just been listening to River Flows in You, and she's like, oh yeah, it's a really good song. And I was like, yeah, and she's like, it kind of makes me sad though. And I'm like, wow, it's weird. I'm like, why does it make you sad? And I'm like listening to it, it's like it's a whole journey of like this beautiful moment of like how you want it. I don't know. Well, no, not river, but like it's like you're trying to. I don't know. I don't know how to really put it.
Yeah, I know.
It gives you like that.
Yes.
It gives you that like whole like I don't know sense of I don't know.
Literally, I'm like just instrumentals to like songs in general, even songs with lyrics. It's like you can feel the meaning of the song even without the lyrics. Like,
because it's like it's all about because music it's all about like a journey. It's all about like moving from point A to point B. Yeah. It's all about like it's not even that because like when it comes to like orchestral pieces, it's about like each of the instruments telling the story too.
Right.
And different instruments evoke certain different feelings and whatnot. Like you'll have, say, like you said, in an orchestral piece, if you have like a cello going off, it's fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Like, when they go off, it's just like,
and then you have like the violins that when they all go off, violins are not gonna like kind of harsh, but they're all like it's an ensemble.
Yes.
So it feels very like together.
Yeah.
And then you have like pizzicato. Where like when you're plucking, and when those happens, it's like these are anxious moments, and where like it'll slow down.
Right. Mm-hmm. I know. The whole like how it makes you like go up and down with like because they could make you feel some type of way just from like rushing it or making it go a certain way.
Like, to be honest, like just good like also like orchestra pieces to listen to is like Ghibli music.
Yeah.
Ghibli.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's
every single Ghibli song is just such a journey. Every single one is such a journey. Obviously, like. My favorite is, the tale of Ashitaka.
Yeah. Like, literally every time I hear that theme, like it's like you get that feeling of just like it washes over you, where you're just like holy shit. It's like a discovery, right? Like that's what I feel every time I hear it. It's literally I know. It's like literally it just washes over you, and you just like feel the sense of wonder. That's how I feel every time I listen to that song. I mean, soundtracks in general, soundtracks in general are
okay. See, so like like I was so like. I was such a person who's like I refuse to listen to instrumental because I don't like it. But because I didn't watch Suzume.
Oh my god, I love.
I have not seen it yet. I still haven't seen it.
It was in theaters.
It was again, but I still have. Well, because I'm working.
Did you listen to soundtrack?
Yeah, I listened to soundtrack.
Good.
And I'm like,
it's probably my top like songs from this year. Like I listened to that soundtrack. All the day, like I listen to it, like it's just in my daily life. Like in the morning, as I'm waking up, I'll just put on the First Encounter.
It's just like, dang, man, it's just the one that I guess I just listened to Suzume the most. The song Suzume. Yeah, it was
that
like,
song is a fucking masterpiece.
As soon as she starts, I'm like, I'm regretting it because I'm like, I should have watched this in theaters.
If you watched it in theaters, because the opening
sequence,
it's so good.
Crazy.
Title crawl.
Yes.
Holy
it's so fucking good.
I know. Okay, not even a title crawl. I was like, you will get there. It's towards the later half of the film. Yeah. There's a remixed rendition of her song.
Yes.
fuck, bro.
It's so
you need
good.
to listen to that
Literally,
one. They don't
like,
have that one in the OST, so you won't be able to listen
literally,
to it.
like, that, because I love that movie. That movie, I'm, like, cosplaying her, so, you know? Like, I love her so, like, I love that movie so damn much.
It sucks because I didn't watch it in theaters.
And you have to, like, literally, that, like, opening sequence, like, because I took my friend to see it. She didn't know anything. Yeah, she didn't know anything about it, right? And when the whole opening goes and then the title comes in, she was sitting there and she was like, if I had just seen that, I still would have been like, that was the best fucking short I've ever seen, you know?
Yeah.
It was so good. And because, okay, when I was listening to the soundtrack, I listened to it, like, back when it was released in Japan, right? And so then they released the soundtrack, and they did. I love Radwimps anyways. So I was listening through the album before watching the movie, because the movie didn't release in America until, like, months later. Right. And so I remember listening to it, and I loved all, like, the darker songs, right? All the songs for, like, the abandoned places. Yeah. I loved them so much. And then I went in.
Such a personality.
I know. And then I went in.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm like, I want to see the movie.
And then I went in and I watched it, and I came out coming thinking the other way. I loved all the light songs. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, see, because with the soundtrack, it's like I listen to it all the time because it makes me relive the movie, right?
It does
so good. Like, I mean, favorite song has to be "Sky Over Tokyo." Right?
I was just about to say that. I was like, once you get Sky Over Tokyo, you will understand.
When you see that scene, Mickey, like it's so good.
I don't know. We'll see.
Literally, that scene. I'm like I still, because I've seen it, like, I know, I get chills. I think I've seen it twice in theaters. Literally once by myself, and then once I dragged my friend to it. But it was, every time that scene comes on, I'm just like, yes.
It's like talking about existentialism, like,
yes, for real. Oh my god.
I can literally write an entire video essay just explaining this one scene.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. The soundtrack, like,
I know.
delivers well.
I'm like, it goes so well with the scene. I'm like, just like the silence, and then it comes in,
it's
and you're just like,
moment, bro.
I know. I'm like, that's a moment I would also love to relive. Like, just that moment when that scene plays out and the song comes on, and you're like, oh my god.
I was like, Mickey, like, if you haven't listened to that soundtrack already, or if you don't remember that song,
right?
Yeah, I was listening to it. I've listened to all of it already.
I was like, just when you watch that movie.
When you watch it, because every time I listen to that song, I'm just, like, immersed in that.
I did too.
In that feeling.
When I listen to that song, it's like, like, I have my speakers on blast.
Yes.
I'm laying there and I'm experiencing this.
It's like, because there's songs like that where it's like, I just need to experience this, you know? It's like, I need to be in a deprivation tank. Floating and just like listening to this, you know, and just like be in this song in this moment. And that is one of the songs that's like that. Yeah.
Have you, like, actively at this point as well, like, listened to the Interstellar soundtrack?
Okay,
Interstellar.
What is it? Is it the Corn Chase or the
Cornfield?
Oh,
like that.
That one is. I was like, that's where I'm like, that's where that one's from. I'm like, because I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, it is a great song.
I think it's the soundtrack when they're on the water planet with the clock ticking in the back. It's pretty much, it's thematically the same motif as, like, Cornfield. Yeah. But it's like, for me, that one is, like, the most exciting to listen to because it has the clock in the background. You know the context.
Once you get the context,
you know the context behind it, and it feels. Yeah. It's so, like, it's so anxiety.
I'm like, music does so much for like just pieces of media in general, and like when people dismiss it, like, I'm just like, bro, I mean, like, you're just missing a whole portion of the storytelling.
Literally, when you have Christopher Nolan making a film,
with
Cillian Murphy and Ludwig Göransson as, like, the composer, I'm like, this is gonna be a banger ass movie. Yeah. I've been listening to Oppenheimer's what's it called? Speaking. I've been listening to Oppenheimer's soundtrack as well, just because it's so fucking good.
Is it? No.
It's brilliant.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer either.
Oh, that's okay. I was like, no, actually, I regret not seeing it a second time, just because now when I think about it, I'm like, it was worth a second watch. I kind of feel bad. I only gave it one watch. Yeah. But it is a long ass movie, which is why I, like, deferred from it. Yeah. But it's a good movie. It's not as exciting as, like, other Nolan works, because it is like a biopic. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a good movie.
I want to just watch it just so I can see what it is that everybody's like talking about.
And see Cillian again, because, like I said, Cillian is he's such a brilliant actor.
He is. He's so good.
And I think he's perfect with cast. This is probably the best casting, like, Nolan's ever done.
Well, he's
films.
With that kind of, like, setting. That's what he's good
yeah.
at.
And
that's what he's made
setting.
for.
It's the character he plays.
Yeah,
well,
no, those kind of characters, and even as Shelby, that's just him. Yeah, I'm like Thomas Shelby is him. Yeah, it's not even Thomas Shelby. He's not like a character. He's just Thomas Shelby.
Like the archetype I've mentioned, like Killian playing best is like he plays characters that it's somebody who's like burdened with knowledge.
Yeah,
somebody who's tormented by his own thoughts,
his own brilliance.
Yeah, by his own brilliance, and that's how I feel. Like I said, Tommy, when he plays Tommy, he's perfect, and when he plays Oppenheimer, he's absolutely perfect. Yeah. No, that's why I'm intrigued because I want to watch that because I'm like, wow, what a casting. But I'm like, and it's a Christopher Nolan movie, which I'm like, okay, cool. Like his movies are pretty good usually. Pretty good usually. No, pretty. So. I haven't seen Tenet, so I don't know.
How everybody said Tenet is good. Everybody says that, yeah. And I mean,
you gave like the biggest side eye.
But I don't know because I don't know because I haven't watched it, so I'm like everybody says it's good. Have you seen Memento? No. Okay, apparently
I think it's like Bale's like not Bale. Nolan's like other like really good ones too.
Yeah, no, because Memento it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I love it, but it does its purpose because the character is very frustrating. It's very stupid, and I'm like I hate this character. But the whole like it's kind of like it's very simple. But it's kind of ambitious. It's hard to follow. It's a very hard movie.
No, that's because
there's a lot. It's so hard to follow and digest. But like once you get it, it's like wow, like that. It's like how he directed it, how he edited it, and how he does it. I'm like, damn, like that's a good ass film. Yeah. So it's a good film. That's a good film. But everybody I watched it with, which was my girlfriend, her family, everyone hated it. But that's because they didn't get it. And I'm like, you just don't get it. I know, no, they didn't get it. They really didn't get it because they was just frustrated at the ending. And I'm like, but the build up and the whole how everything was made and how everything was done, I'm like, it's so good. But
like, I was like, oh, it sucks because you're not gonna see Oppenheimer in theaters. Yeah, it is that movie is a spectacle. Because obviously, Nolan doesn't use CGI.
Yeah, good.
All the effects that he uses in this film are
practical.
They are practical. I don't know if they are. I'm sure they are. I feel like CG shots actually, but most of them are like very practical and they're cool. They're very good. And the way it's edited and the way it's paced, because it's a fucking biopic. It starts off Oppenheimer when he's in college and through university, and then him. Building the atom bomb, and then ending with him winning his award years later. Yeah. And it's literally just like the movie moves fast. It moves fast. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of like science jargon because it is a very big science film. So there's a lot of jargon and it moves super fast. A lot of information being thrown at you, but it's just done in a great way. It's done in a great way. It's done in a way that like feels well paced for the film and what it's trying to do. So, and yes, you do get like an Avengers like Einstein moment, but it's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm like I haven't seen any movies lately. I don't think so.
No. Did you guys see the English voice actor reveal for Boy and the Heron, the new Ghibli film?
Okay, but wait.
Let me tell you.
No, wait, but,
let me tell you about this.
Apparently, it's coming out.
It's coming out this summer.
I want to see it. Yeah, I have not.
Alright, so
who is it?
Give me guys' thoughts. Okay, so Florence Pugh's in it.
Okay.
Florence Pugh's in it.
Okay.
Christian Bale's in it again.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe's in it.
Yo, no freaking
Robert
way.
Pattinson's in it.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot of big actors.
These guys are not Ghibli material.
I know.
Like what?
There's so many, and there's it's
did Miyazaki not have a say in this? Like hello.
I'm not
did
sure.
He like?
There's the actress who played Cersei from Eternals. I don't know her name, but she's also in it. But like, I saw this voice actor review and I was like, damn, bro, crazy. It's good. Well, Defoe plays the Heron. So.
So I
can see that.
I can see that. Yeah.
Defoe's great.
Oh my god, none of those are Ghibli people.
It's insane. You hear this cast line, you're like,
that's so funny. But also,
I
did not like Bale as.
How? I like him as
no,
I think it was good.
I don't like it because when you watch it in like its original with just a Japanese voice actor, how is this character that's like he's a
child.
He's a child, exactly. But he's very playful and he's very like even though he's like way down by like war and shit, he's very playful and like literally he's like very whimsical. But Bale is just so like
Bale is very like per se
so
like one note.
Yes,
per se one note.
He's so like one note with him. He's so like dry with him. Like I'm like, where's his character? He's just like a sad boy now. And I'm like, no. So watching the subbed before the dubbed, like definitely.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. If you've watched the sub first,
I was like, no. I'm like, Hal doesn't have the same he doesn't have the same light to him with Bale. Like Bale's just over here being sad, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But Hal is not just a sad guy, okay? And so I'm like, even when I go watch it, I'm gonna watch the subbed. I can't watch it. Maybe I'm sure I'll see clips, okay?
Yeah.
So I'll get to hear William Dafoe, Robert Pattinson. But like,
it's crazy because like Bale, like when
who's gonna play the boy? They're all so old.
I don't remember who's playing the boy.
They're all so old.
I forgot who's playing the boy. I don't think it's any of like them.
Yeah, they can't.
But I remember whenever like when Bale got casted as Hal, it was like he was like, damn Ghibli, if you want the letter, he's like, I love your movies. Put me on one of them. And he's like, I'll audition for you for a small piece. Yeah. And then he got casted as Hal. Yeah. So I was like, damn. And then of course, like I said, I think he's so well, let's call it integrated with their products now that he's even being casted for Boy Band. So
I don't.
That's crazy.
I was what's it called
that lineup though. I
was like, what's it called? Connor. Sea Dog. He watched it because it's on Japan already.
Yeah.
He said it's mid. He said it's mid as fuck.
Mid?
But I mean,
fine.
I don't care because
I'm fine with mid
Ghibli
movies. Like mid Ghibli movies are fine. Okay.
I was like, Ghibli.
They're still good.
They're the shit. So I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Like for me, The Wind Rises and Porco Rosso were mid to me, but they're still enjoyable to watch. Like they're still fun. Like they had moments, But I'm just like Ghibli, and like it's not. It's like it is mainly about the story. But Ghibli has a feel to it, and
Ghibli does have a feel to it.
It has a feel to it, and I go for the feels. So go for the vibe.
True.
Very excited for that because my friend the other day texted me and she was like, "It's coming," and she was like, "She's like, I'm gonna get tickets won't go." I'm like, "Yes." So once tickets drop, I will be seeing it.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, it's coming out in December. It's like right around the day.
Right.
Oh wow, really? That is true.
So
Yeah, you got time for that.
Bro, I'm like. The months have been so messed up for me because this past month, right?
Yeah.
I was traveling. I was traveling like so much, like September, October. Mm-hmm. And then in October, because usually we have our New Year's in November, well, we did our New Year's in October. Yeah. So when I came back, I was like, wait, but aren't we almost in December? And it was like November 1st. And I was like, wait. How is it just November? And I was like, shit, well, we did shit early this year, huh?
Yeah, everything.
So, everything just kind of shifted. And and like, it's throwing me off because I'm expecting December, but we still have all of November to get through. I mean, I don't know. I've been, other than listening to music, because that's all I really, have you been watching Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, actually, I haven't covered JJK.
Okay,
bro,
so. Did you watch the most recent episode?
Which was that one?
The one with Sukuna?
Bro, when he comes out,
yeah.
Oh my god, he's a monster. I love him.
No, literally,
he's disgusting. I love him.
Disgusting.
But he's over there. He's over here. Like,
spoilers. If you haven't seen
it. No. But this one where I'm like, I love you. He's like, I guess you don't value your head. And I was like,
no, for real. I was sitting here and I was like, bullshit.
I'm like, no, because it was just instant. Down and it's just
literally the dread I felt though after when he starts killing like the dread I felt because I was like Gojo's not here. I was like, no. Spoilers if you don't know, but literally I was sitting here and I was like, no. I was like,
but it's just I'm just like and then, I love it that Sukuna's out now,
the episode with Nanami. I was like,
that one, Nanami? Yeah.
Because
I was like,
Nanami is my favorite.
Let's
go. Is also.
I'm like, I'm glad you finally doing something.
He's also my anime husband, right? I'm like, because I'm like, I don't have too many because lots of people have many. I don't have too many. It's just Levi and I guess Nanami now. But like during that whole fight scene with him, I was like, Mappa is like going hard on how hot he is. Like I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. When he's pissed.
He was like him leaning down and grabbing like that. I was like that whole render. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, literally there's so much memes that was like, Nanami can pull my hair. I was like,
everybody was like,
I was like, no, but I'm like, but did you see the render on? I was sitting here and I was like,
holy shit. It was crazy.
Moss would be simping over him over. I was like, holy shit.
It was a crazy sequence.
that was a good fun scene.
And then it was a good fun scene. He was whooping somebody's ass, but it was fun.
Fun scene, man. This guy was annoying.
Yeah, he was. I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, oh my god, who is this guy? When the guy who got possessed.
The old man?
No, who got possessed.
The guy that came out?
Yeah, that came out.
He's the guy from the very beginning that Gojo kills.
But is that really him though?
I think because he is so strong of a presence.
Right. But he doesn't have cursed energy.
I mean, he still doesn't.
Right, no, that's what I'm like. So you think it's him, or you think it's it is him? Because I don't think it was confirmed that was him.
No, I don't think it's him. I think
it's his soul or his consciousness. Yeah.
I think it's still just a remnant of him.
Or is it somebody else?
No, I don't think it's.
Because I'm like, is that another introduction for a character, or like is it him?
Because I mean, they have like an explanation when he's doing the whole fight where they're like, he's just a killing machine. He's going after the strongest. Like that. It was just like, okay, so it's just his consciousness.
But he took out. Who did he take out? He took out Megami, right? Because remember he was like, oh, I didn't know. But he was there. But I'm like, Megami's not the strongest though.
No, because they're part of the same clan, and so he recognized, and he was like, because he was like, wait right here, bro. The little clip at the end, like it's just like dialogue or whatever. I think he says something along the lines of, "Oh, you're using the methods wrong, like the curse energy wrong." Yeah. So I'm like, he's probably gonna do a whole.
Okay, so Maggie's actually gonna be
him up, and then
Maggie's actually gonna be useful now.
I mean, he's fine.
He's okay, but I hope there's more.
Landon's over here like, I have to say this.
I'm like semi-dissociated.
It's been pretty like hyped, so you should catch up.
I figured.
Oh my god, just Sukuna coming out, I love it. It's just the whole sequence, and he's just like, you really think you can hold a couple fingers? And that you can hold me hostage, you can demand stuff. I'm like, ugh.
I was like, Sukuna is like his whole vibe is fun, but I'm like, he is a bad guy.
He is, but I love
very stressed
because I'm waiting. I'm like, when Gojo comes out, I gotta see this shit. I gotta see Gojo and Sukuna go at it. I gotta see how it goes. Yeah. And I'm like, I hope it's like the most epic fucking like animation ever. I hope so.
It's gonna be another shonen thing, but
it's just animation.
It's gonna be Gojo versus Miguel again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, please, I need something like I need it to be like the most epic fight scene ever. Oh, like whenever they encounter each other. Watch them just be like oh yeah, actually no. Yuji's gonna come back.
Yeah, it's like Yuji's gonna take over. He's gonna
before Gojo and them actually fight it out, and I'm like, no, I need to see this.
I'm like, Yuji's not
it. I'm sorry, but like
he's
Yuji,
fine.
Okay, though, like no, the young generation is just not it. Like they're not like interesting to me. Like I'm so into Gojo and Nanami and Sukuna and Geto even the OJ. Like I love them because I'm like Yuji's not like.
I feel the same way. Is like at least from watching like Zero and like part of season 2 is like year 2 is so much more interesting. Yeah. Like they're just year 2 and like obviously everyone else is just so much more interesting. Yeah. Like even like Inumaki's class, like they're all just so much better. Like
they are.
I enjoy them so much more than Yuji.
Inumaki is like he's also such a good boy, but yeah.
Who?
Inumaki.
Who's that?
The guy who talks in
rice bowl.
Rice bowl, yes.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I did watch the latest episode, I guess. Recently, but
watch JJK.
But I'm
waiting to watch with my partner.
I was trying to like pick up like another anime because like I'm like I have to catch up with One Piece because I'm like gonna go read that. But I'm like I need something because I have to fill the hole that Attack on Titan left.
Okay,
so
no,
I can't. I need to get over it by filling it with something else. So
I'm
like,
get over.
I know I can't. I won't, but I'll try.
You can't. So my plan is I'm gonna make my girlfriend watch it again, and I'm gonna watch it with her.
He's filling it up with more Attack on Titan.
I'm just gonna relive it again.
No, but I did.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Because my go-to like genres of just like anime and manga are not like the hardcore shit, right? It's I prefer slice of life. Like I prefer like cause like I mean fantasy, like they're all kind of the same, right? Yeah. It's like I can't find any like variety in it.
No
and, like,
good
slice of life is also it's like like the epitome of the same, right?
But at least it's like
I love like character work. I don't like.
I know what you mean.
Like the setting is like, if the setting is amazing, then that's like also amazing. But I love character work more than like
character work before everything else.
Before everything else, yeah.
I can agree with that.
So it's like so if I can just watch like Barakamon, where it's just some kids and this like 20-year-old guy who's trying to do calligraphy, like yes, like I'll watch the shit out of
give me them and their shenanigans.
And yeah, it's just them like growing up and living their day-to-day life, and I'm just like, like this is great, like this is my shit.
I started reading PTSD Radio, which is a horror manga.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it,
Yeah.
and like I've seen the manga books, and I've always been like, "Oh, that looks so damn interesting."
Yeah.
Because the manga covers are fucking they look horrific. They look great. And I picked it up, and I was like, "Okay." It starts off, and it's like a bunch of short stories, right? It's like a bunch of short stories with your cash grab horror page turner with page. It was something like a girl sitting in a chair, right? And being like, or on a bus, right? And her hair getting pulled, and her like, oh my god, what the hell? And then she looks in the window, and it's like somebody else looking back at her. Oh, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And it's like a few pages of just these short stories. Yeah. I'm like, okay, whatever. I keep flipping. I'm reading through, and then they start wrapping them all together.
Oh,
each of the short stories are like little snippets, and they continue. And I'm like, no fucking way. Oh. And then all these stories with all these different characters, because like I said, it's like a bunch of short stories. And a bunch of these short stories, like these characters start referencing other characters and talking together and being like, oh yeah, when I was younger, because the big thing is the hair, and it's like when I was
it's the hair.
No, it is.
It's drawn all over again.
Because like one of the female characters, she cuts off her hair because she keeps getting her hair pulled, and so she was like, because
she goes bald.
No, she does. She literally goes bald. And it's another character.
Bald women, I'm just saying.
Yeah. and it's another character who like breaks up with her and yada, right? Yeah. And then she shaves her head, and he's like, "Oh, you shave it because we broke up?" And she's like, "No, it's other reasons, etc." And like I said,
it's not about you.
Literally, it starts connecting itself and weaving together. And I was like, "Oh, I see why people like this manga now." Yeah. I'm not that far in. I'm past volume 1, but I'm not that far in. And I'm like. Damn. Nice. Okay.
I know. I'm like, I need like a good. I do need a good manga to read because like I've caught up to like most of the ones I've been keeping up with, and I'm like, I need.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I haven't because I don't have a lot of time to do anything, and I'm like, I need something to like, I don't know, keep my brain to moving.
Fuel the engine.
Something. So I'm like, I might pick up reading again, but it's just so hard because it's so hard to focus.
It is hard. Yeah. I've been getting back into reading books, like just actual books.
Yeah,
because okay, I love character work, but when world building is good, like lately I've been going for books with a lot of world building. And I've been enjoying them. And like, they do take a while to read because I do have to like focus. Literally, you're missing out on a whole medium by not reading books. Okay, I feel like I do. It's like because books are like the OG. Like I don't get how you can't read.
Like I said, Dune will probably get me into it. I'm not making a lie.
Dune?
I maybe
read. That's the ambitious.
I read an excerpt and I was like, this thing is fucking goated.
Yeah. No, I'm like literally
this excerpt describes so much to me that I was like, okay, I think I'm kind of into it.
I really.
Go read it and tell me how it is, because it's a whole series and I don't want to dive into it.
You know, I used to read like a lot, right? When I was I used to read a lot. What you mean? I did. I read a lot of stuff, but I read a lot of like more like fantasy stuff. Obviously, like I wasn't one of those that listened or read like Percy Jackson or like even
Percy Jackson.
Our younger brother read like the Warriors books.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
stuff.
you read the one with the bears.
But that one was interesting though. The Warrior one.
I'm Mickey. Like they have to all be.
Well, but I read it because I love animals. You know what I mean? Remember that the episode?
Warriors is also about animals.
Okay, but cats are
cats are so
you know what I mean? But so I think I was really thinking about it. I'm like, why don't I like reading anymore? And I think I figured it out.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, but I figured it out because I think one of the last books I read was Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah.
And it J.R. Tolkien.
Is he like super wordy?
It's very wordy.
It's so wordy. It makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm like in my head it just registers as like, man, this book's gonna be trash because it's gonna be so much reading. Because it's like because Tolkien his style of and this is like just like what do you call it when they update the text to where it's more easily consumable for people, like from like the old language to the new language, like how I guess like into like because like it's not like word for word how Tolkien used to say it or how he used to read, but like reading the old book of how Tolkien wrote it, it's like this brown door that is like as dark as one of the 1,000-year-old oak tree that is like he goes on about just the color of a door, and I'm like Tolkien, you got the point.
Just say it's a door, man.
Just say it's a door that's brown and leave it at that. But it's like a three line sentence of just talking about a door. And I'm like,
I was like, back when I did used to read as well, because I read The Hobbit, and The Hobbit is way less wordy than Lord of the Rings, and I was still confused.
No. The Hobbit also, I was like, my head hurts. My head hurts. I think because I tried to get into Lord of the Rings, and that's why I hate it.
My God.
Because my girlfriend loves the whole universe of Lord of the Rings and everything, and I always tell her, I'm like, I hate it, and she's like, why? I'm like, well, I'm like, if you read the books, you understand. I'm like, I think that's why I stopped reading, because like, oh my God, like, wow. You just like, how do you guys like that? Do you guys enjoy reading the Lord of the Rings? You guys should try it.
I should try it, because I think I would at this moment in time. I probably would.
You would like it?
I probably would.
You would like it?
Yeah, because see, even like old books, when we were in high school and we had to read like Tale of Two Cities and shit. I love Charles Dickens. I actually do. He's very wordy also.
Like Catcher in the Rye was boring to me.
I didn't read Catcher in the Rye.
Or
like, even though like wordy, like people were like, because what, we read the Scarlet Letter, that was hella wordy.
Oh my God, that was such a boring.
That was pretty.
It was so boring. It was
pretty boring.
Oh my God,
yes. Pretty boring, but like. But I think now, my time now, like me as right now, I think I would enjoy wordy books. I mean, even back then, it wasn't bad, like for me. Like I didn't, like it was tedious to read, but like I still kind of enjoyed it. So I think I might, because let's see, I started, I think there was just a time when I decided to like start 3-4 books at the same time, and then I just only kept up with like a few. But there was this one book called Small Great Things, and it's by, like I love the author, her name's Judy Picoult. She writes a lot of YA novels, right? But for this one, it's a novel that tackles race, and holy shit, because like I love her books, okay? And I was only like a few chapters in, and I was so angry. I was like crying. I was so angry because it's like the premise starts out with this like black nurse, and she, she's been doing her job forever now. She works as a labor and delivery nurse, right?
Yeah.
For helping women after they give birth, like during the whole process. And so the whole premise is that she, she's been doing this forever now, and like I think this is like early, like it's either 90s or like early 2000s or whatever, like the setting. Yeah. And she goes to she goes into work like usual, and there's like a whole backstory on her, and like how she's like, oh no, I know race is like is a big ass thing, and it's like it really affects her and stuff. But she goes in and like for a day, and she goes to this lady who had just given birth, and she switches off with the nurse that was taking her the night before. And she goes in and she's like, oh, like, your baby is like so cute, boy, like, do you guys pick a name for him? And like the dad is like standoffish, right? And she's like, like, I don't know, maybe he's just like concerned for his wife, I don't know, right? She's like, oh, I usually can read people pretty well, but like I don't know, maybe he is just anxious, And then the wife refused to answer her, and she was like, I don't know, maybe she's tired. And then she cleans up the baby, and she's like giving the baby back to them. And then he goes, and then I think the father goes, don't touch her anymore, I want to talk to your boss. And she was like, okay, yeah. And she was like, as she's walking out, she's like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? She goes, and then the head nurse comes in, and he's like, I don't want someone looking like her touching my baby. And I was just like, and then it goes into like him and his wife's backstory. Yeah. And holy shit, like I was like getting so mad. I was getting so mad. Like I was like, no, fuck, it's white supremacist. I was getting so mad, and I was like, I can't read this. I was just like, this is not the time. I can't do this right now. Yeah. Let me just not dip myself in reality. Right.
I tried my best not to.
I was just like, let's back off.
Literally,
I'll read you all the books.
Literally, I'm not even gonna lie. I was like on like red pilled like TikTok/YouTube reels where I was just consuming. Yeah. I was like, oh, actually, okay, let's not get political. Hold on. Let's just say I fried my brain, and literally this month, like I was like, I fried my brain. And because my partner has been out of town, so I've just been alone, and now that I'm alone, I'm up to my own resources. Yeah. So I'm here, and my brain is just fried, and I have no one to talk to, and I'm like, fuck. I literally went on a drive just to like ease myself, because I was like, this world is so bad. I hate this
world so much. I agree.
I hate living here.
I agree.
God, I've been trying to just find like little time and excursions to like go do things like ease my mind from. Like,
and I mean, like the weather's getting better, so spend more time outside. Like I'm like I need to spend more time.
I've been trying to buy a bike. That's what I'm
trying to I was thinking that too. I wanted to buy a bike and get like get a hitch to my car so I can travel with it because like
that's crazy.
I have
car's fucking long already.
Sometimes but sometimes I have like a I have a time period in between my jobs and so I'm like I can just bike because I'm near the lake so I'm like I could just go there, park it, and then go and bike for like an hour or 30 minutes, just to stay active.
No, I feel the same way. Like
feel
the air, like just do that because I can't because I don't want to walk because I'm already on my feet 16 plus hours a day. So I'm like I prefer to just bike.
I'm not even gonna lie, like even being on my feet, like being outside, not staring at a screen, and just actually like exploring your surroundings.
No, for sure.
Feels so good. I mean, I used to do this as well, and I realized like the main reason why I did it, like I like to go hiking or like I did a thing where like I like to walk home. Like,
oh my god, that one time. Sorry, let's just go digress real quick. Like me and our little sister, we were in theater class, or stage technicians, in high school, and so we had a play going on, and we were building a set. So we were doing rehearsals and stuff. So we were sitting after and whatnot. And Landon, were you staying behind, or did you have something to do too, or were you just waiting for us?
I think something happened and I missed the bus, and then and then you guys couldn't take me back because you guys have to do things.
Yeah, we had to do stuff.
And so I was like, I'll just walk home.
Yeah,
and it's roughly how long is it? Like 5 miles?
God,
I don't know. Yeah, so like he did the journey, and we
like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, but it's like it was
like a 3-hour walk.
3-hour walk, and no, we were done with our rehearsals and we were driving back. We're like, we saw him like when he was walking. He was walking into
that's
like
so funny.
He was walking
to the driveway.
No. He was walking like into our like street, and we passed him.
Wait, was I? No, I thought I was already way further down.
No. I think you were like just at the stop sign, the bus stop sign,
really?
and we were like, "Yo, you want?" And you're like, "No." And I was like,
"That is so funny."
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay," because I guess I'm like he wanted to finish it, and I was like, "Okay, bro, okay." We're like, "Whoa!"
But like things like that, like I think the main reason why I even like did those things or do these things is because like or just to talk about like our household and how we grew up, it's like I felt like I didn't have freedom to do anything, Like,
we weren't allowed to go anywhere.
I feel like I didn't get a chance to explore things I wanted to explore. So like taking hikes or just taking walks and like literally I would take walks to go places. Like me and TK used to walk like downtown, and we would just walk because I didn't want to drive. I wanted to explore. I wanted to walk around.
Yeah, like it's the little
because we would literally pop into a store that like we didn't know. We're just like, what is this? And like it would be so stupid because we would just pop in and be like, looks weird, and then we leave.
Well, but it's still something to do.
But it was so neat that we like walked in and stumbled into like some hole in the wall,
Yeah,
and it was like
someone to a speakeasy real quick. Oh shit.
But literally like I think those were like my little bits and pieces of freedom. And even now it's like I have these moments where I'm like I have such a schedule. I have time and have things I want to do. Of course, I have like passions and things, goals that I'm trying to work on. But like, there's other times where I'm like, I just kind of need to forget about it all. I kind of just need to like find something new. Okay, so it sounds find things that I'm not looking for. Because like I'm always working towards something. I always have a schedule. But if I'm just doing something and I find something, that's like I think it holds more value.
It's a very pleasant feeling.
Yeah, it's a very pleasant feeling. It's like a gentle like a gentle surprise.
But it's also like well I guess in a way it's like because I'm very like goal oriented and I'm goal driven. Like especially right now in my life.
I try to be.
And at least right now in my life, when I do get a break from it, I like obviously right now like I realize that I'm working hard towards this goal and whatnot, but I don't really realize how much stress I'm putting on my body until that moment comes when I feel that pleasant feeling when I'm like,
and you
wow, I'm like this is how
when you can smell
well I'm like this is like wow like
fresh air.
I'm living, you know what I mean, like at this moment because I
being present, man.
I like, you know, I'm constantly having a revelation and whatnot because I'm like, my friends are going out, they're doing stuff like that, and I get sad because I'm like, damn, like not even a year ago I was doing the same thing. Like I was living my life. I was trying to like, you know, explore and get everything in before I mature, and I'm like, now I'm in the stage of where I have to be an adult, and it's just like, I'm like, it's sad because I'm like, I'm working so hard. I'm like, I'm willingly giving up my youth because I'm like, I understood. I came to terms with it already. Where I'm like, I'm literally giving up my early 20s to try to build my future. Yeah. And I'm like, is that strong enough? Like, is the future? Yeah. Is it good enough reason to like forget about like hanging out with friends and like living life a little bit and more carefree? And you know,
I think
it's just a whole like struggle.
I think you definitely need to find a better work-life balance.
Right. Well, yes, but I'm also like, it's
for you specifically.
I know. I'm just like, but now it's not the time to like go play, man. I just like, for me, because I'm like, I need to like move on, and it just sucks because like that's just how my life is. This is what my life choices has led me up to, and I'm like, now I have to like sit in it, and I like you know, it's like, this is how I made my bed. And now I have to. It's like, in a way it's depressing, I guess, in a way. But like, I'm glad that I'm built to like handle it. Yeah. I guess anyway, because I'm like, I'm not breaking down. Yeah. But like sometimes it, like, it hurts. Yeah. Sometimes it does hurt because I'm like, wow, people are out here having fun and are out here living life, and like, it, not that I'm choosing not to live that kind of life, which because, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, because you are also just aware as well, right? Because you know, because. It is something to have fun, but it also is something else to be self-aware of, like, where you're taking yourself to.
Yeah. But it's just like, that's why I guess like everything is so like, I'm mentally like evolving in terms of like with the whole like changing how I view things, changing like the stuff I'm consuming. Yeah. And it's like, it's just such a weird shift for me that in the past 5-6 months that I'm a completely different person from what I was back then. Yeah, no. It's just completely weird. Like, to me, now I know that I need something to like help me relax. Before, I was just like, I could just deal with it, right? Now I'm like, damn, sometimes like, it is hard. And like, you know, before I was like headstrong into like, I'm gonna just do this and like live with it. And I still do that. But then at times I'm like, it's okay to like break down a little bit, or it's okay to like, I don't know.
It's okay to feel weak.
Yeah, in a way, like, it's okay to, I don't know, admit that it is hard. Yeah, life is hard. You know,
life is like, hard, bro.
Yeah, and you know, it's like, damn. Yeah. You know,
no, I mean, no, I can still think about it as well, and it's like not to speak somebody else's words, and to and to tie this back with other things that we've already talked about, but you know, it is the sense of freedom, you know? It's the sense of, I'm being real enough. It's the sense of freedom and like working towards being able to feel that like you don't have any burdens, or that you don't have
Check out our last one.
It's like, it's the ultimate ideal. It's to get there. And the thing is, as well, is like, for me, it's, I know, I feel the same way, where it's like, you know, life does suck. And I'm attempting to at least navigate through it in a sense that at least I can comprehend and I can handle, where it's like, I've always had a problem with work-life balance. I've always had a problem with doing work, but also attempting to do the things I love, right? And striving for things I love. And, you know, like, I've had like our dad, for example, telling me 2-3 years you're gonna give up on it, and I still have not. I've still not given up on it. I still think the same way, and I still think that it's like, no, this is like do or die. I'm either doing this or I'm dying not doing it. You know? Yeah. And it's because it's just those things you want to get done in life, and these are things that make me happy. It's not something that comes at my expense, you know. Like, I don't feel like I don't feel bad, you know, like doing these things. These things are, you know, I love doing these things. Like, or when I say these things, it's like, you know, like music, making music, just expressing myself in a sense. Yeah. Right. You know, which also comes with like the way I consume media as well. Which is why, like, you know, in the past few years, at least I can say, you know, like, I became like a really big cinephile. Yeah. Like loving films, is because it's like it's all about like, it's all like feeling and being with your emotions and expressing yourself.
Being with your emotions, sitting with them. Yeah. Learning about yourself.
Thinking about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing matters, okay?
Oh my god.
Nothing matters.
But I'm just like,
in like 10 years, no one's gonna remember you.
Yeah. Well, No, it's gonna be longer than that.
No, 10 years ago. I was like, wait, who?
Wait, who are you?
Yeah.
Whoa. Forget
no, yeah, I'm like, you know, it's just because, like, obviously my life is completely different from you guys.
No,
like,
yeah.
it,
I mean,
like,
everybody's different.
Well, obviously, I'm just like, even like seeing you guys, I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, I wish I could go on vacations.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had a vacation in such a long time, and it kind of like I've been telling my partner this for the past 2 months now, where it's like I need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And we have gone somewhere, but it's like I need to like take some time to just kind of like put myself in a place with no worries.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, like I said, explore and it's been a while since I've done it, and I don't know, like it's the one thing I've been kind of like striving for. Been like, okay, I need to have this happen because it's just like I need to have that sense of freedom again.
Yeah.
But you know, just working.
I want to. I know. I do want to do like, you know, a sibling trip or whatever.
Yeah, we can. I mean, like we can plan it, but like
no, it's not gonna be anytime soon, bro.
Well, yeah,
like,
because
no, dude.
But
I was gonna say, I told Cash like I'm starting to pay for a tour that I'm going to Japan.
Yeah.
You're going to.
I'm going to Japan, yeah. It's not next year. It'll be the year after. So 25.
Wait, but you need your passport.
Yeah, I was like, I'll get that.
You still gotta get all his credentials and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, because I've always wanted to travel solo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because I know,
no,
as a woman, Mickey, I know the most, okay? Literally, I'm...
True crime, listen to
But I'm over here like, I just kind of want to go somewhere and just explore a place without anybody knowing who I am. Because it's like going with friends and stuff is fun because I just did a trip with a friend.
Yeah.
But like, and it's like, it's fun because then you have like a partner in crime and you guys are doing stuff together.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, sometimes I want to take things at my own pace. Because it's like, even with friends, even with family, when you guys go on trips together, you're constantly going, okay, like, how do you feel about doing this? Or how do you feel about doing that? Or it's like, okay, yeah, let's go here. And like, you're always like checking in on each other, right? But I want to go on a solo trip. And it's literally just me. And it's just basically what I want to do, you know? Because it's like, yeah, when you're traveling with people, you got to compromise and stuff. But it's just like, I want to try and travel by myself.
Yeah.
So that is something I want to work towards. Yeah. But
I was like, I literally, I was like, maybe it's the past weekend or not, when my partner was gone. I was like, I just wanted to drive to the beach. Yeah. And like literally be there for the sunrise.
I mean, like going places by myself, I have been doing that. And it is very, like, I would say, like, freeing. Just like, just go, like, sometimes my friends are like, oh, you ever, like, just go to a restaurant, eat dinner by yourself? I haven't done that yet.
Dude,
I haven't done that yet, but I kind of want to.
I still think about how sad it is whenever I see, like, older men do that.
I'm like, I'm over here, like, I want to do it because, like, it's just a sense of, like, yes, I'm with me, I'm with myself, like, this is just me going about my day, you know? And it's like, I've had lunch and stuff by myself, but it's not like, it was, like, in a whole restaurant setting. So,
yeah, I know, that's weird to me.
I've been like,
I mean, I'm not gonna like eating restaurants by myself is. It's a little sad about it.
No, I'm like, you're literally
like, even at a cafe is fine because it's normal, but like,
yeah.
Like,
I just feel like obviously I don't have a lot of friends. I don't talk to like people. I struggle socially, but like it's just like you know, there are also times that like you do need to have people there.
I mean, it's true. It's like, yeah, I'm sure like on my, like if I go on a solo trip, I'm like, oh damn, I wish someone was here to experience this with me.
Yeah.
But like,
there will be moments, I'm sure there'll be stray moments like that with them.
I think it'll still be like overall, like I think it'll be a good experience
because I was like a short while ago whenever we went to go pick up our cats because we bought it, stayed over. And we drove a state over to go grab him. Yeah. And for the first time as well as I also felt like I was like because we were with like a group of friends, and for the first time I was also like, this is pretty damn nice. Yeah, I would have done this alone, and I would have been cool doing this alone. Yeah, or not really alone, but like like with my partner. Yeah, like it'd been cool to do this, but like to have other people as well. I was like, this is actually kind of nice. Yeah, and I'm kind of into this. Yeah,
so. Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, the only experience I had was going to San Francisco. Yeah, with my group of friends. Yeah, and that was like probably the best time I've had.
Like on a vacation trip? On a
vacation trip, yeah.
I thought he was going to say in his entire life.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so too.
Oh my god, for real?
Like in terms... Yeah, because of everything that was like the build-up of it. Where it's like, I guess. It's like...
That's true. You guys probably planned the shit
No, actually, we were very spontaneous with it. It was just one day in a month, we're like, let's go to San Francisco. Yeah, and they're like, let's go. And then we're like, we're gonna go, and then we just bought tickets. And went.
Yeah,
and we just went. And we didn't even have an itinerary or whatever. We just got there. We're like, all right, guys, look up. What do we do? And we just literally went. We just went and explored. Yeah. And it was like the best time ever. To me, like that. I guess that's why I like reminisce so much about it. It also like
I
regret it too. Regret like how I chose to go, like how with 2 jobs and everything now. And because I've experienced it now, but it's also like because that was like with the San Fran trip, that was like that gave me the like okay to be like that this is my last like hurrah before I actually start working towards my goals. And that's why it's such like it's like a bittersweet kind of a memory because it's like damn man, like it was so fun, it was so nice, it was so freeing, it was like great, it was amazing, but it's also like that's gonna be the last trip in a while. You know what I mean? It's like
for sure.
Wow.
I mean, you just gotta. But I think like you just gotta like look forward to like
the next
trip, and it doesn't have to be like anything big. It could just be like outings and stuff.
Yeah, no, literally. Well, because I had a dang, this is the catch-up one. I had a staycation because I was gone for a week from one job and then 2 weeks from the other job.
Yeah.
And this week right now as we're recording was my first week back, and my goodness, I'm dead because they are working me. But what is it? But yeah, like it was nice. I think I needed the staycation more than actually go on vacation. Because the staycation, I think because this year I really needed because my body was like I was feeling it. I was really feeling it. And I'm like, okay, I did need it. I'm like, I'm glad we didn't plan anything. Because I'm like, well, first, I don't want any to do anything financially. Let's not do that. And then second, I was like, let's just relax because I need this. And
I mean, you still got a tattoo, so did you really make good financial decisions?
Okay. It was actually it wasn't bad. It was a couple hundred, but it's not terrible.
God.
It was pretty good.
I was like,
cheaper than a trip, you know.
Yeah,
I was like, I've been through like at least like straining my body for like jobs at least, doing that at least. I was like, I never want to do that again, just because like, and I never wanted to make myself feel like that again, just because it was like it was so strenuous. It was so like it felt like hopeless, I felt like all I did was just that, and God, it was not a good feeling, and definitely after that, it's like having a staycation is like the one thing you need because all you need is just to not actually
move, not do anything.
But I mean, for sure, I think next year I'm gonna go on another vacation, and not actual legit vacation, because I'm like the San Fran one was like. I think it was like 3 years ago now. Yeah, so it's been a minute.
Think about it. I think 2 years ago.
No, maybe it was 2 years ago.
I think it was like
no way.
Yeah.
I have to look at my calendar.
Time is just something else.
Like Interstellar time.
Oh my gosh. No,
screw.
Literally though, I was gonna say, I was like, the past at least few years, it's all been like such.
It's blur.
I'm not gonna lie, 2022 and 23 came by so fast.
Very fast.
Well, no, since COVID, everything is intertwined for me. Like I can't even differentiate each year. Like from COVID to now.
It's. I mean, 2020 was very defining, but
because
after
of,
that,
I'm like,
but
after that, it's all been like mixed in, and I'm like, I don't even know what year was what happened when.
Yeah.
So
literally what happened.
I was like, it sucks. I was like, at least my goals for the rest of my 20s is, I want to, I want to accomplish things. I want to do things.
Yeah.
And I feel good because like my partner feels the same way.
Yeah.
I feel like my partner is like, okay, if I'm like a 2 on the scale of doing my things and navigating it at least.
Even with work and stuff.
Yeah, even with work, like sort of risky. My partner's like doing it at like a level 10. Like they are just doing it vicariously.
I know. I'm like every time you say like they're doing something, you're like, oh yeah, they're trying this out, and I'm like,
I know, and
there's so many,
and it's crazy. I know, but it's just like it's like if that and they're doing that, and I wish I could, I could be, my mind can be like, like free enough to just feel like, I'll just freaking do that.
Yeah.
Because obviously for me, I was just like, no, like I have to plan things out. I have to make sure I'm stable enough to do something because
I have to. Yeah, it's like for me, it's like I always hesitate to start something if I know I can't do it perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it frustrates me because it's like, like the rest of my 20s, I hope to build a career for myself so that in my 30s, I'm just kind of like cruising on that.
Along.
And whatchamacallit? What were we just talking about?
I
just lost it. I just lost it. Yes, I want to cruise with my career. What was I talking about, bro? Oh my forgot. I was in the middle of talking and I was like, yeah, because you're like 25. Oh, yes. And I was like, no, I don't remember.
She's over here trying to grasp it by repeating what she was saying.
Talk about forgetting about it.
Yeah.
I'm already old. Look at that.
Yeah. Forgotten.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like, because like, for example, if we had like started a podcast earlier, like just if we listened back to like old episodes, for example,
we would be not the same. I'm like, me from a couple years ago, not the same as me now.
I just like, it's insane.
I was like, I think it's the beginning of this year that I like truly understood the idea of responsibility.
Oh my god!
Okay, but like I'm not gonna slander anybody's name. Like I'm not gonna point them out. We're not. But like just listen. Just
looked at me once he said that.
No. But just seeing like other people, I'm like, because I work 2 jobs, right?
Yeah.
And one is retail, and obviously retail is a very
rough
hard place. But just seeing everybody, I'm like, damn. Like I hope you go through life okay.
Oh my god, for real.
Because people's work ethic is so bad.
I mean, some people get a lot of help. It's
well, I know that they have a better, like, I don't know, foundation. Hopefully. In terms of like what like their parents,
like,
family,
support system.
Right? Yeah, like that's fine. But like, I'm like, man, like you need to like get it together, because there are people who are like my age, people who are older than me, where I'm like, you have kids. You gotta like, I'm like, what's wrong with your work ethic, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm surprised that you've survived this long. And I'm like, guys, we gotta, you know, pick it up a little bit, you know? I mean, yeah, I feel bad, but also I don't get it.
Yeah, you can't sympathize. I mean, like say, it feels bad because, you know, you're going through your own journey, and at least for you, you're like, I have to do this, and then you have other people around you who just aren't, and it kind of like, it doesn't rub off on you per se, but like it feels bad because you're like,
feels bad.
Why am I doing this? And then I watch as other people just kind of meander through life.
But it just frustrates me
because they are content with where they're at. Not, okay,
right. But I that's what frustrates me. But like one of my coworkers,
like, if they're not working for it. Then,
one of my coworkers,
what do they expect?
He's oh my goodness, he's a little rough. I always like have like pep talks with him, I guess, of like trying to like understand him and his where his mindset is, because I'm like, dude, like we're not kids anymore, bro.
We're not kids
because like he comes from, at least from how he's explained it, he also comes from like a pretty rough background, not like we had it rough or whatever, but like, you know, we don't have it like good,
right?
I guess. And I'm like,
could be better.
It could be better, but could be worse too.
Could be a lot worse.
And I'm like. But like, you know how I am, I'm like, I want to make it to where like I could, you know, our parents don't have to stress about stuff either. Yeah. They don't have to do anything.
That's not like
and we're like, you know,
literally not having to worry about like our parents, like goddamn.
And with him too, I'm like, I don't understand it, because that's like one of my goals, one of my purposes is like for that, like, because I want them to live a good life and a long life, and a healthy life, and for him, I don't see it. I'm like, because he talks about how his family's well knitted and all that stuff. And I'm like, if that's the case, like, shouldn't you be working towards that? To where like your family isn't like stressed about things and whatnot. Yeah. And he just doesn't have the work ethic, and I don't understand it. Yeah. And I'm like, because we come from at least similar, like foundationally similar like backgrounds, and I'm like, I don't get it. Yeah. I'm over here like I'm working, I'm killing myself because I understand where I'm at in my life, and I understand I need to do this more so than go out with my friends and pay for, or always be paying for food and going out to restaurants. Like, I need to do other things that won't, you know, kill me financially. And I don't understand why he doesn't do that. And so and it goes along with like a bunch of other coworkers that I work with.
I was gonna say, that's the thing, is when you're with people like that, it drags you down.
Well, because it just frustrates me, because I'm like, we're all the same age. Like, how come I get it and you don't? It just and me trying to relate to them, and I'm just like, they're so hard headed, where they don't understand it, to where I'm like, dude, are you still in high school? Is that your mentality?
I'm like, just people. I mean, people mature at different rates, right?
Right.
And it depends on like what life throws at you. So
right.
It's just like, and like literally, we all live in the same house, and we've all had different experiences. We all are at different. We're all at different stages of maturity, you know. So it's like, you can't expect everybody to always be on the same page as you.
I was like, because
that's just life, man.
I was like, I worked in a warehouse for a little while, and you know, and this is when I was, you know, this was like a few years back, so like I was even younger than I am now, and I worked with, you know, a bunch of people that were like way older than me, you know, they were in their like late 30s, 40s, you know. Yeah. Even then, like seeing them, and I'm like, you know, because some of them obviously like work the exact position I did. In my mind, it was just like, God, like I don't understand where it is to sit in a position where you just don't have any like passion or any drive or any goals, anything to push you, you know, to be, I guess, like expressive or something, you know, like, because I feel like, you know, whenever you do just your job, right, like just your 9 to 5, and that's like what you focus on per se, and of course you probably have other things that you enjoy in life, which, I mean, I'm not saying that this is wrong, but it's like, it's something that I just like, I don't get, and it's like,
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want that, and I guess it also like it helps me as well to deal with myself with this, because it's like when I see people, when I work, like even now when I work with people and I talk to them and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this, I'm going on a trip, yada yada, and then in my head, and then, you know, then I'll explain, I was like, oh no, but like I have this thing I'm working on, and it makes me feel good, because I'm like, damn, yeah, like I'm glad that like I'm actually like, you know, like I have these things I'm working for, right? And I like using the word work, because they are things that like they are the goals. They're things I am spending my time and spending my energy doing, because I enjoy doing them. Yes. And I enjoy working, but working, you know, for like my own happiness.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
but life be hard out
there's
here.
a lot of like quoting Landon, you know, I have a lot of brilliant ideas. No, I'm kidding. No, but
that's not even come out
Oh,
yet.
Really? Okay. It's okay though. Maybe it will. But
it's gonna come out after this one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, so look at that. Look forward to it.
But
no, it's
because like the scary thing is, me and my partner, we want to move out. You know, we want to move out of the country. We want to move somewhere else. And even to do that, it's like
there's so many steps.
There's so many things to get there.
It's a very scary process.
And it's scary because it's like I want to achieve that within my 20s. I don't want to be in my 30s and move. You know.
Well, I think 30s and moving is fine.
Well, I think it's kind of like well established too. But like at that point, I feel like I want to do it now, because it's like these are the times that like I feel like I'll still have that sort of like excitement, and I'll still have that like.
I think because everybody's over here like, yo, you hit your 30s, you get old. I feel like the 30s is the new 20s. You know, I like not the new 20s.
Wow, now that Kash is creeping up on it, she's like, nah.
She's really thinking about it.
But like, I think
I'm gonna start drinking again.
No. Like, not the drinking part. I mean, it's like, you know, you have to be more conscious of your health and everything. But I think your 30s, it's like you're really not that old, and it's just like
no, I
you're
agree.
not old, and it's just like
I mean, you are old, but I agree.
It's like you still have like, it's like 30-year-olds still have hopes and dreams, you know. It's like when people talk about it, it's just like, no, you're 30, you know, you've done all you can in your 20s, and now you're just there. And I'm like, no, like people are still accomplishing their goals in their 30s. They're still like literally doing, like, some people do their best work in their late years. Okay,
that's true.
So I'm like, you can't be dismissing it. You can't be like, oh, I can't do it after 30. It's like, you can't.
You know, I've told you about, like, I've always wanted to, like, score a film or something.
Oh, yes.
For me, like, the scope of it is, I won't do that till my 30s. Like, I feel like now, like, I'm not going to achieve it within my 20s, but I feel in my 30s, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in my 30s.
Yeah. Like, I really would love to write a movie script, and get it produced. That'd be so cool to be, like, in theaters. Be like, yo.
You produce, like, a movie that's like The Nun, and I'm going to be like,
no. Oh my gosh. No, I would never in my life. I've seen so many, like, shitty movies that's been produced. I'm like, there's no mother-effing way that I cannot write something better than this.
So if you do it and it gets produced, but it's really shitty quality, you wouldn't release it?
I would not.
But then, so you just lose money.
That's fine with me.
Oh my god!
It was a dream project.
You're not even gonna like try it.
Okay,
maybe.
If I release it, it's okay. But I'm like, leave my name off.
No, wow.
Just leave my name off.
That is not.
I don't want to be
responsible. Man. That is that's so like too bad.
Well, but I will be in the works with it though. I will be following it, and I will have word in saying it, because I'm like, nah. If we're gonna go under contract and you're gonna produce my work, I better have a say in it, because there's no way. Because right, no, but like I'm like, can I select the director? Or if the director is like gonna come to me with it, I gotta see his or her work and be like, okay, like you've you've done pretty good. Let's go with it. Why not? Like, obviously,
I'm just saying, despite all of that, what if you see the final product and you're like, you know, like this
what if you see it in? Or actually, this is just being a little like,
and it's not brilliant, you know. And you're just over here like, oh damn, this goes my debut work, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you gotta start somewhere.
Believe, bro. Believe.
But
no, you can't be shitting on.
No. I'm gonna make
you gotta do it first, and
he's got to release an Avatar before he releases like an.
I don't know where this is going.
Like an Interstellar. You know?
Wow.
Like
an Avatar before Interstellar.
Well, like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Okay, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is good.
Yeah, you have to release a Last Airbender before you release like James Cameron Avatar. You know. Yeah. No, I'm talking about like the film, the live action.
Oh, the live action.
That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Right. Oh my god.
No, never. You know, honestly, yeah, I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, maybe I could just like do like short films. Yeah, and then from short films, we can move on from there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's how most people do it.
My problem with like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't thought too much about like producing like films per se, but I was like, God, I would hate it because most of like my thoughts and the way at least I wrap around things, I'm like, a short film would be too short.
Yeah,
there's no way.
There's no way. Yeah,
short film.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I guess it's just
but
like
short films that are done well are so good.
They're so good
because people are masterful, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, no, because I wanted to do this whole movie, man, and I'm like, but it's hard because like the whole movie script and logistics with it, you gotta write it in such a way it is weird, and then with that you gotta make sure because if you're not directing it, then you gotta at least let the director know like how you see it.
Oh, dude.
But then even then you gotta like the director still has control over how they see it and how they're gonna project it out because like for example. Jordan Peele, he's really good when he's writing of how he wants it directed. Yeah. He's really detailed with that. So even if you're a director in it, which obviously would be Jordan Peele directing it, but if it wasn't him, they would have to kind of follow it how he wrote the script. But then again, it's also like they could change it.
Yeah, they have
the freedom to interpret it differently, and that kind of sucks because I don't want that.
Yeah.
But of course that might be. Yeah, that might be what happens. And it is whatever. Like maybe they'll have more brilliant idea than me, and they see it differently.
Collaboration, like, bro. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, but for sure.
I was gonna say, do you do that in your pastime? Do you like read scripts?
Oh yeah, like I do. Because what I do is like sometimes I'll watch a film or whatever, and I'll have the script there and I'll read it because I gotta see like how
you can see how they
describe it or directed it, and I'm like, dang, this is completely different. Yeah. And I'm like, that's interesting.
It's cool.
That's interesting.
Because I was looking at like storyboards and stuff. Yeah. Those things they're so interesting.
So cool. It's very intricate. Yes. Very interesting.
All right. Well, should we wrap it up here?
Yeah.
Let's
go for it.
It's a little long, but
yeah. Literally, I'm like,
I thought we were gonna stop short like at an hour, but I guess we spoke for another.
We got on.
Our episodes are just getting longer and longer. Like
we'll try to cut it short, guys. So sorry.
We'll try to keep it consistent.
We'll keep it at 2 hours.
2 hours?
Like, no. We gotta cut it to like an hour and a half. Because 2 hours is a long time.
We'll see. Well, we'll see how much of this makes it.
If you have anything to say to us, if you have any head empty thoughts.
Head empty thoughts? No, for real.
Shower thoughts?
Just add us at sbsbthepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
/ all social medias going by the name SBSB the podcast.
Yes. We have the Instagram up. The Twitter should be up.
Maybe we'll get a TikTok soon. Don't know yet.
Maybe. But like, what would we even do for TikTok?
Oh, you could just like, I've got ideas.
All right.
We'll dance. And I'm joking.
Okay. Well,
we'll just dance.
We shall.
We'll catch y'all later.
Next.
All right. Goodbye.
You guys have a good one. Bye.
Bye.